man, that was a close one. After being up by as much as 13 points in the second half, the Indiana Fever find themselves in a dogfight late in Seattle, and we held on to win 5 straight W's for the Indiana Fever, 78-74. Man, that was a struggle.
Sophie Cunningham just morphed into Steph Curry with a southern drawl, while Aaliyah Boston calmly declared, "Fourth quarter? That's my stage. The Indiana Fever? They are out here cooking like your grandma on a Sunday afternoon. And what's on the menu? Wins. That's 3 straight. Baby, are we witnessing the birth of a Fever dynasty? Or did someone lace the Gatorade with greatness?" Either way, this game had more twists than a reality show reunion and brought enough heat to fry your AC. Let's break it all down.
Oh my God! The Fever did everything possible to blow a game, but still come out with the win. That was a near epic level collapse, folks. Wow, it should have never gotten that close. Lexi Hull, Stephanie White waited till the very, very last minute to put Stephanie Hull in on defense. She should have been in there from 2 minutes in, 2.5 minutes in on defense.
Sophie Cunningham wasn't just playing. She was putting on a masterclass. It felt less like a game and more like a personal reminder to the league. This is why the WNBA has highlight reels. She had that rare "I run this" energy, the kind that makes defenders rethink their career choices and forces coaches to rewrite their game plans mid-quarter. Her offense, locked in. Her defense, tighter than TSA on a holiday weekend. She was diving for loose balls, hitting shots like the rent was past due, and turning the court into her own one-woman show titled How to Be That Girl.
Big games from a few key players, and we got big games from Sophie Cunningham, a big game from Natasha Howard, and Aari McDonald. It was very noticeable how this team performed tonight with Aari McDonald in the game and with Aari McDonald on the bench. Aari McDonald was a key component to the Fever's victory tonight. Let's get right into it. Natasha Howard, big game from Natasha Howard. 21 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 10 of 12 from the field. Natasha Howard, she put in work offensively, she put in work deep.
And it wasn't just about the buckets. It was the attitude, the swagger, the no-nonsense, grab the game by the throat kind of presence. Sophie wasn't just playing, she was setting the tone. The glue, the spark, the jolt of caffeine this Fever squad didn't know they were missing but now can't function without. Forget heart and soul. Cunningham was the entire circulatory system. Every time Indiana's energy dipped, there she was, diving, yelling, pushing the tempo, and making damn sure no one forgot who was keeping this team's pulse pounding.
It is about certain parts of these games, certain halves of these games. It's like they didn't want Sophie Cunningham to touch the ball at all in the second half. And she finished with 17 points, 5 of 6 shooting, 4 of 5 from three-point range. And in case you're wondering, she's the only Indiana Fever player that hit a three-pointer this evening.
Then came the fourth quarter, and something weird happened. The kind of move that makes you tilt your head and say, "Wait, what?" Like a coaching decision born from one too many late-night strategy sessions and a binge of chess documentaries. Sophie had the hot hand. She was cooking. And suddenly, we got a 5-minute Cunningham intermission like it was halftime at a Broadway show. Because apparently, who needs momentum when you can just bench it?
They sure do know how to stress a brother out. The Indiana Fever just almost pushed me to a heart attack. I mean, Jesus. I mean, come on, guys. Come on, guys. My goodness, man. Woo. I got to keep my towel on. My neck is wet. My neck is wet, guys. I'm sorry. They made me sweat. The Indiana Fever nearly blow a 12-point fourth quarter lead. We allow the Seattle Storm to go on an 11-0 run in the fourth quarter. Stephanie White, I keep telling y'all, I don't trust.
Seriously, pulling Sophie during crunch time was like turning off the Wi-Fi in the middle of a live stream. Pure chaos. Like tossing out the best part of a sandwich just because. One of those decisions you try to justify, but end up sounding like a coaching Mad Lib gone completely off the rails. Let's be real, this wasn't just any 5-minute break, this was peak fever drama. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. The moment leaders show up. And Sophie, hydrating on the bench like a background extra. Let's call it what it was, basketball blasphemy. She was radiating energy like a solar panel in the Sahara. And then, blackout. At that point, it wasn't even about points anymore. It was about presence. Cunningham's on-court energy is a stabilizer, a vibe, a spiritual force. The kind that makes teammates run harder, lock in deeper, and celebrate louder. Taking her out, that was like ripping out the auxiliary cord right before the beat dropped.
All right, man, so can we just talk about the elephant in the room, man? When we have hot hands, we have to go to the hot hands, okay? It just does not make sense to keep giving somebody who is cold the ball, especially in clutch moments. What are we doing? Stephanie White, what are we doing? My bad, y'all. I know this probably bothered y'all. What are we doing, Stephanie White? Let me close this out, y'all, really quick. Okay, there we go. You have to refer to your hot hands, man. Come on now. You had Kelsey Mitchell take, I feel like it was like 3 or 4 shots that she took in the clutch moments where they were coming back and the turnovers was...
Somehow, through the chaos, the Fever held it together. Maybe it was the leftover spark Sophie smeared across the court like glitter. Impossible to clean up, impossible to ignore. Or maybe it was Aaliyah Boston snapping awake in the fourth quarter like the scoreboard personally insulted her. And when Boston shows up, she explodes, crashing boards, snagging putbacks, playing defense like a seasoned enforcer, and moving with footwork so sharp it could have doubled as a dance battle audition. She didn't just play, she laid down the veteran card with authority. Talking, leading, scrambling, defending. That player who locks eyes in the huddle and silently tells everyone, not today. We don't fold. And here's the wild part, whether you find it hilarious or borderline tragic, it was also obvious. The fans saw it. The commentators saw it. Honestly, the popcorn vendors probably felt it. Sophie was cooking.
Fever survived the Seattle Storm. This was a hell of a game, and I have to be honest with y'all. I got to be completely honest with y'all. The Indiana Fever, hey, a win's a win. I'm not mad. We won. I'll take a win. But boy, are we lucky that this Seattle Storm team is borderline, they're borderline terrible offensively. This team, they play so slow. They can't score in bunches. I don't even know how they went on an 11-0 run. Well, I know how they went on a run. My point is, they don't score quickly enough, easy enough to even go on major scoring swings like that. That's not how they play. They are a slow, methodical team, and they missed. Skylar Diggins missed 2 wide open threes. Erica Wheeler missed a wide open 3 in the corner.
And instead of letting the chef finish the meal, the kitchen closed for 5 minutes. For what? A strategic timeout. Load management. Divine intervention. We may never know. But here's what we do know. The intangibles matter. And Sophie's leadership doesn't come wrapped in flashy quotes or brand-approved slogans. It's raw. It's real. She pumps her fists. She calls for switches. She celebrates her teammates' success like she hit the shot herself. That kind of unity? You can't coach it. You can't buy it. And when you've got a roster stacked with young, hungry talent like the Fever, someone like Cunningham isn't just a leader. She's the blueprint. The rally point. The compass. Let's be honest. There are role models, and then there's Sophie. Not the polished, PR-packaged kind. No diva antics. No curated persona. Just gritty, blue-collar basketball, served with a side of unfiltered sass and a whole lot of heart.
Absolutely are like they're now well and truly up there with the best of them. They're looking like they're going to get into that 4-5 matchup no matter what. Like if you look at the standings, they are 17-12. They're like a half a game back on the Phoenix Mercury. If the Phoenix Mercury somehow lose tonight, they go ahead of the Phoenix Mercury. They are an entire game ahead of the Seattle Storm, and they have the tiebreak over the Storm. If they win one of the last two against Phoenix Mercury, they have the tiebreak over the Mercury.
So yeah, Cunningham is that girl. The kind who gets overlooked by the box score but over-delivers in all the ways that actually win games. She may not always top the points column, but she leads in everything that matters: effort, communication, confidence, chaos control. And yes, just the right amount of trash talk, seasoned with Midwestern charm. Be why the final buzzer. The Fever weren't just a team, they were a unit. A squad on a win streak, finally giving their fans a reason to believe again. And behind all that momentum, Sophie. Whether she was on the court or commanding the vibe from the bench, she was conducting the energy like a maestro with something to prove. Wondering what's fueling this team's rise? Don't overcomplicate it. It's not just plays, stats, or clever rotations. It's something deeper. It's culture. And that culture wears a headband, dives for loose balls, and celebrates her teammates' buckets like she hit the game winner herself. That's Sophie Cunningham. The pulse, the voice, the electricity. Let the game breathe through her, because when she's out there, it's not just basketball. It's a vibe. And the rest of the league, they'd better start paying attention.